Good evening, Chicago. Welcome to Can TV's #1 new show, Everyday Issues. I'm your host, Rashid Sami. Happy to be here with you today with actually our sponsor here, Heartfield Chicago. Colors Flame, how are you?
How you doing, Rashid? Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Can TV today for Everyday Issues.
We're really excited to have you here today. We got an amazing topic here for you. We got the daily affirmation, the topic of today's show specifically. We're really excited, but again, you're already here, so typically we give our non-for-profit sponsors some love, so we want to show you some love while you're here right now.
Thank everybody for tuning in for us, and it's been a great pleasure. And we got 2 more weeks to go.
Right, it's been going fast.
Oh, God, it's doing great.
It's going so
and
fast.
Thanks to you all and everybody else, and also the team of Rashid Sami and Mahogany Williams.
Stop that. There we go. We're really excited to be here with you again on another great show. Today's affirmation, I'm going to give it to you, typically co-host, but I'm going to give you guys that treat here in Chicago. Positivity over abundance is key. Remember that. Positivity over abundance is key. We're excited to be blessed today. We're living. I can move my left arm. I'm sorry. Guess what? It is vacation time, Chicago. It is summer. You ready for vacation?
Yes, I am. I won't be going to probably August.
August? Okay. Awesome. Well, we have a great show here today. Today's show is talking about specifically showing love and support in the LGBT community. Again, it's a community I love, full of great people. I think there's a bad connotation kind of going on, though.
I do also. I believe that you have to treat a person how you want to be treated, despite what their sexual preference is. But everything is about key of respect. If you don't have the respect for a person, that's what makes it. People should not be defined by their sexual preference. It's their person.
Definitely. I agree.
Woman. Yes.
I definitely agree. And I think sometimes we get caught up into what our lifestyle is like. And it's like, well, why are they doing that? Or why is this going on? Instead of just being loving and just loving is understanding, right? Loving is pure, is natural. Yeah. It's something you do in an unjudging manner. Would you agree?
I agree. And especially if you love yourself, that's all that makes a difference. Some people do not know about love. Some people don't know how to or to accept love from another person. But this is a powerful topic because a lot of people have not gotten jobs. People have got turned away because of their sexual preference. And to me, that is wrong.
I agree. And I think that the perception and the mindset is that, well, because there's a different lifestyle, because of obviously, there's no doubt within the spiritual realm, laws against that kind of lifestyle, but it's not for us to say as men and say, okay, well, we view it this way. There's love to be given, and I believe you. I agree with you that in that lifestyle, LGBT community deserves an opportunity.
Yes, and I also agree, especially with the organization. We have a lot of youth and a lot of adults that are, and some of them are bisexual and stuff like that. Some of them are mothers, some of them are fathers, but our job is to make sure that we do what we're supposed to do for the youth and for them, because they're not coming to us because, they're gay, or they're coming because they are a person that needs assistance and needs help.
Exactly, and we all need some help, some love. Again, your Heartfield Chicago.
Yes.
So it's all about love. Looks like we got a caller here. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, sir. This is Ray.
Hey, Ray, what's up?
Ray, how you doing today?
Oh, man, happy Father's Day, you guys.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
I have a little story about, gay people and stuff. I went and fought in Korea, in Vietnam.
Thank you for your service.
For everybody here. I come home and I found out that my cousin, he's a cross-dresser, and he, and I got mad. I said, what are you doing? You're a guy, dude. And then I caught myself. I said, wait a minute. I went to fight in Vietnam for you to be like the way you want to be. And here, I'm putting you down.
Yeah.
And what,
Great point, Ray.
Yeah.
Great point.
Great point, yeah.
I said, wait a minute. You want to be the best you want to be. You want to do what you want to do. Just do it.
And you love him for who he is, so that means a lot.
Yeah, that's a powerful story, Ray. We definitely agree with you to have that relationship
and open mind, far as you're not there to judge the person, but I love you for who you are, so I don't see that. So we go beyond that point to say who you are, because you like you said, this is your cousin, so this is family. So you know what I mean. Even though you all have a certain respect for each other, and then you being there for him, that makes him feel that he could come out and not have to be in the closet about his life.
And
so
Ray,
that means a lot.
I think Ray made a good point saying, look, it's still right. It's still right. You did go and fight in a foreign country that here in America, we may be who we are.
That's true.
And we may be true to ourselves. And we're not in a place, he without sin cast the first stone. I'll just leave that there.
Yeah.
Okay? And with that said, I feel like we need to be more loving and understanding, because it's required that we be peaceful. Not to say, oh, you did this, oh, you did that. Like, that's taken away from what we're trying to do and achieve here in life, right, Collis?
That is true. That is true, because I feel like I don't have to worry about who that person is with. I don't have to worry about what's going on beyond that point that I don't have no business, I don't have to know. But just to know that I'm looking at you as one person, you look at me as a person, but I am open because I love you for who you are and how you respect me. So that speaks a lot of volume for people, is just to come out and just to accept that person wherever they are. Because we all human.
Because acceptance means that I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay that that's your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm okay with my lifestyle.
Yeah.
I like Toyota. You like Mercedes-Benz. Does that not mean we don't have great lives already?
No.
So it's okay. It's okay to be acceptance. And that was the next point. And through love and understanding, there becomes acceptance. And there becomes, I understand this. I understand that it may not be ideal for what my life is like, because we're all different. Let's make that very clear. We're all different. No one in this life is exactly the same. And if you're focused on what you need to do,
then there should not be anything said, because everyone is different. That's what makes a person unique. We all are different. We all have certain things that we like, certain things that we love, certain things that we do.
Yes.
Like, for instance, I can like Payday. You can like Snicker. Does that mean I'm an oddball or I'm being questioned because I don't like the same thing you like?
Right.
Now, you might say, well, can I see how it tastes? But before you make that a thing, or just no, I don't want anything because I don't like the caramel of the Payday. So it's different things, but we're going to be in a respectful manner. I'm not going to lose our friendship or lose out just because I like something different. And that's the key that a lot of people are going through in society. And it shouldn't have to be like that.
and I agree. And that acceptance means that you can get married now.
Yeah.
You can live the life you want, to have the children you want, because I'm not focused on condemning you, making you feel bad, making you feel like you're inadequate and worthless, because that's not the person I want to be in this life. I want to be happy, like the sun here on everyday issues.
That beautiful sun.
Right. We're looking to just be happy, and it starts with respect. And I see so much disrespect of, rather that be verbiage and language, rather that be things that said, put it on social media, through media, and that's why we wanted to talk about this on today's show, Everyday Issues, here on Can TV, with our sponsor here, Heartfield Chicago.
And also with Rashid Summit for the lecture, it's just taking time out of their schedule and our schedule to bring everyday issues from what he does and what Mahogany does has a great impact. There's a lot of people need a outreach, and while we're here on Friday and we take this time to come out here and be here for everybody and just to talk about what's going on in society, and it needs to be out.
Of course. It looks like we have a caller. Aloha!
Good evening. I'm ashamed of myself. It's something I didn't do yesterday. Yesterday, I was on the bus, and there happened to be a mother and a child and she happened to be Asian, and this other woman was like verbally assaulting her because she was different, and she was making comments. I'm a visually impaired person, and she was making all kinds of comments about her breath and body odor and all that kind of stuff. And if I knew that she was saying those things, I'm the type of person, if I jump up and say something, it may be a bunch of other people that join in with me. And I can say this for a fact. One thing that any bully, they don't like, when you out-muscle them, outnumber them, they don't like that. And I was disappointed in myself. Like I said, I didn't see too well. This woman kept on continuing to verbally assault this woman, even after she was off the bus. And if I was, I wish I would have said something about it. She just kept on continuing on. And how the heck, this is just me, how the heck was she talking about somebody speaking another different language? If you look at the Native American, now how many different tribes that we had here in this country were speaking different types of languages? And they were the first Americans. They were the first Americans.
I was his Native American. I know he knows. I didn't know he knows. But you're making a great point. You're exactly right. Yeah. Judging takes away from how you perceive the character, because I want to generally be around someone that is nice, that is caring, that is loving, and that's respectful. And that's tough to hear.
That is tough. And, and I like the fact that you know yourself, and it takes a person with a heart to feel for that person.
Yes.
It's a shame how some people are used to being mistreated, or that's all they know. And sometimes when people show you a different avenue of life, or just say, oh, you shouldn't have to talk about a person to make yourself shine. And that's a lot of people are going through that issue today, and it's really sad. But see, it takes a better person. Definitely. And especially you have to love yourself, and number one, and like they say, God is the main one that has to deal with this, and God makes everyone different, and it's a reason why. But for people to just mistreat, especially I have a very passion for special ed people that have handicaps and disabled, and also seniors. If it wasn't for the seniors being here, we wouldn't be here. So I give a utmost for anyone who is dealing with family issues and problems, because you have to do what's right. If you have a heart and a conscience.
And that's what Heartfield Chicago is about. Heartfield Chicago is about doing the right thing. We commend you, sir, for calling in and saying, look, I had a problem with that. I had a problem with somebody judging someone, making someone feel inadequate enough for whatever reason, because you don't agree. And I think that really comes down with the verbiage and the language. I've heard some really mean, cruel things just because there was a thought process that was different from another thought process. And I'm not happy about it. So just like that caller just called in, I'm going to let you know I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy
with it, because it shouldn't have to be like that. It's a shame. But see, as they say, he or she is going to get it in a double way.
And I don't
want that.
We both gave each other the same look.
Yes.
So that look is that look. But again, here on Everyday Issues, we got Colors Flynn, Heartfield Chicago. It's been amazing. It's been fun. We're talking about an issue that seems to be in modern day media a quick hatred button. And there are people in the world that say mean things and evil things. And I think that let's talk about the social, emotional emotions regarding that, meaning that this is, like, if I like the color yellow, right? Yeah. If I woke up and the next day everybody criticized me for liking the color yellow, I'd be like, yo, like, I think the color yellow is pretty awesome. The sun is kind of yellow. I mean, colors, it's not fair.
It's not.
It's not fair.
It's not like I love green. So if people might say, oh, green, why you like green for? It's just but that's something that I like. So you can't get mad for me being different and liking something that attracts my eye. Exactly. So, but if a lot of people worry about the wrong things.
So they're getting up every day thinking about things that don't necessarily.
They don't have to, no.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Yes. It's just, my expansion of thinking is broadened. So something that is different, or something that might not, It's a little different, but why am I even paying attention to that? That's not why, because if it's not going to affect me, why do I care? Sometimes you have to push things away. Why stay at a stance?
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
And this may sound cliche-ish, but if you're happy, you're going to be happy for other people too.
You have to.
So if I'm happy that you're happy with your life,
Yeah. Then
why am I stopping my happiness, cuz?
that's it. Because number one, you know what makes you happy. But there are a lot of people that's not happy with themselves. So they feel they have to bully. And they have to talk about someone to make themselves feel better. So just imagine if they take that stuff away from their self, they don't have a life. And a person that don't have a life, to me, is not... Why are you saying anything? You are a non-factor in the situation. Or I would say you need some help. This is a mental thing.
It's, judgmental should be kind of a mental element that people struggle with, that can get diagnosed for. But typically people just see it as, look, I'm highly energized about my viewpoint. And since I'm highly energized, I'm going to put out the bad energy regarding it. And it's okay to have your differences. That I view it this way, you view it that way. Yeah. Great. But me enjoying life right now, guys, aloha.
Hey.
Aloha, okay? Happiness, joy, peace. And the rainbow represents love.
Yeah.
I mean, let's speak on that, the flag and the colors.
The colors represents love, unity, family values, and friends. Number one, you try to be an example for the next person and yourself most often. Because if you're not intact, or if you have to worry about what people say, you are not sure with yourself. I get up every day. Rashid, you get up every day.
I do.
And we all get up every day. But that's my target is, what do we do? Get up for work. We have families to do with.
True.
We have more broadens, but to know that I'm a good person and I have a good heart, it makes a difference because my heart is in the right place.
Of course.
And just like your heart is in the right place, you deal with youth and you have a
do.
family. So that is a target. My mom is a former educator. She dealt with kids. I deal with kids and I deal with the senior citizens. And I also deal with the young people out here that are struggling. And a lot of them don't know which way to go. Right. And it's really sad and it's really hard. But just to know I could do a difference in their life makes me happy.
Of course, and I'm really excited to be working with you. I'm excited for all the work that we continue to do here in Chicago, here on Everyday Issues. I got a colors slang here, Heartfield Chicago. It's amazing knowing that, if I have happiness and love in my heart, that I can appreciate you, I can love you. You got red on, I got mad love for colors.
Same here.
More than anything, being a sponsor and a partner here, or the lecture on Everyday Issues, we're excited for that. And through it all, a great heart says more about you than I think anything on your body.
And that's one thing that I love, is that is key. That is key. And it's great to know that it's being recognized for what we all do every day.
Okay, definitely. Looks like we got a caller. Go ahead, caller.
I just had to bring this other point up.
Yes.
Me, I don't have a point. The way you dress, that's the way I would address you. As ma'am, sir.
Yes.
I don't have a problem.
Right.
And as long as you're not breaking no federal, any state, or municipal laws, you good with me. And I want to hit some of these folks out there that may not want to be Bible thumpers and all that kind of stuff. Guess what? Gay people can be people of good character.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother. I like that.
I like that.
Right. One of my big pet peeves that you ask any doctors or any lawyer, one of the number one people they don't want to deal with, and that is just me as well, is a liar. You cannot trust a liar. And there's no getting around it. You got some lawyers, they will deal with a murderer, they will deal with a rapist, they will deal with a thief, but the one thing they will not deal with is a liar. And guess what? A gay person can be a person of good character. I just had to make that point.
Oh, thank you so much. And it's very well noted, too.
Definitely.
Yes.
Colors has great character. We're so excited to be working with you. And, if you met someone that had never heard about the LGBT community and they had questions,
Yes.
what kind of information could you give them in a loving way to get them to be able to understand the community?
The first thing I'm going to embrace, I love to embrace people with hugs. I don't care what is your sexual preference. But when you come to me, I want you to come to me as a person, because I'm going to come to you as a person. You have to keep things on a real scope. I don't want you to have to hide anything to me. If you want to talk, I'm here. But my main point, and I think that's for everybody, just be who you are.
Exactly.
And just come to me as you are, and I will come to you. But just be open and honest about yourself, because when you open with yourself, you open up to everyone else.
And I think that's a great way to explain what love is. That's a great way to explain what life is really about, which is character. And humility, and just understanding that we're all different and we're sharing this earth together. And I know Chicago, I know world, that here on Everyday Issues, that's a difficult topic to have because everybody has a viewpoint and everybody is highly convicted in their viewpoint. And I understand that, but again, you already know how we do it here on Everyday Issues. We do it out of love. We do it out of respect, because these issues are already very difficult to talk about. I mean, we're talking about patience. We're talking about gun violence. We're talking about procrastination. I mean, go ahead and binge us, guys, because, look, we've really been talking about a lot of issues.
A lot of issues been going on, and it's so sad for a lot of these killings going on for us people, kids, senior citizens.
Definitely.
My heart goes out, and those are some big issues. And then for a person to take someone's life, just don't have nothing else to do but to go out there and just do things that they should know better. But they say it takes a whole community, a village, and a family to raise it. But see, some people just don't have those family morals or values with themselves, and you look at all the outcome that's going out here, and it's a shame. And they need help. You know what I mean? And
well, we all need a little help, right?
We all need a little
We all
boost.
need a little help, and understanding that makes us be of loving character, be of people that are loving and willing to embrace and let other people be happy. I'm a happy guy. I like to smile, and what takes away from my smile is negative energy, colors.
Negative.
And I'm just sitting here like, what's going on? I'm a guy that's smiling, aloha. Why am I upset? And I think that negative energy can take away from your happiness.
It takes away from your character and the person you are. So I'm happy. But I would like to say, if I may add on a note, I had death in the family 3 days ago. My great aunt, Herma Rose Ransburg, passed away. She was 88 years old, and God bless her. She's been the pioneer and the troop in the family. And just to know, to my family and friends, thank you all for responding back to us to say about all of the sorry and the prayers and the condolences. But I just wanted to take the time to put her right here and say that we're going to miss you, and I'm here for the family. And you'll always be in our hearts.
That was said lovely. Rest in peace. You're going to be truly missed by the family here that loves you.
Yes.
And typically we would end on that good event of the day, but a homecoming is always a good event.
Yes.
Good night, Chicago. Have a good night.
Thank you.